Okay, this is the third game, and I'm not really happy about it. Um, I think his deck's a lot better than mine, and I wouldn't be surprised if I lost. I do have two trinket mages in my hand, and I don't have the either of the targets for them, which is good. But this is like a pretty explosive start from him. Like things could be better for me. I don't mind seeing that card. It's not perfect though. Throbbing Bird loses this fight every time. And he's not mana screwed. Like hope the only thing I could hope for is him not drawing that mountain. My deck has few answers to this. And I know how many answers his deck has to mine, so yeah. More all-stars. Swamp. Would much rather have seen an island there. Might as well press since I'm not blocking the Skyhenner. I mean, I'm losing this race, but what can you do? I should also warn you, since I'm doing this after the fact, like I'm doing the audio narration after the fact of actually playing this. I feel like I should warn you to probably sit back, relax, because this is definitely a long game. Doesn't look like it from this point, but somehow I managed to kind of stabilize, I guess. The beatings are pretty furious. Like, look at that. If I was in his position, I'd be like, how could I lose this? There's no way. And I actually kind of forget what I do here, so this is going to be just as exciting for me as it is for you. Probably more exciting for me than it is for you, because I have a lot more invested in this than you do, since it's me playing. Look at that. Look at all those thrumming bird swings going to waste. I am getting full value out of these trinket mages though. Look at that. I can even cast everything the turn I grab them with the trinket mage. I kind of clogged the board up real nice so that you can't really profitably attack with the Chrome Steed. I mean, he probably should have attacked with the Perilous Mirror though. Like, I can't really block it without losing a Thrumming Bird or 2-for-1ing something, like, I don't know. I could play a 4-3 Necrotic Ooze, or I could play some sort of Quicksilver Geyser tactics. I feel like things are getting pretty rough. I should probably play that Quicksilver Geyser. Like end of turn Quicksilver Geyser, so it buys me a couple turns looking for cards off the top of my deck. This is me thinking about what I'm gonna do. I go into the tank. Oh, it's actually him thinking about what he's gonna do. He's probably eating a sandwich right now. He doesn't want to click the button. His fingers are greasy. Doesn't want to muck up the keyboard. Alright, he lets the Thrumbird attack go through. You know, because what other choice does he have, really? So now he swings in. The steed. I feel like if you're going to attack with the steed, why not attack with the Perilous Mirror as well? He probably doesn't want to lose Metalcraft. And that's, you know, that's reasonable. I'm more than okay trading 2 for 1 with these Trinket Mages for that Chrome Steed. Because that Chrome Steed's going all the way. I can't really afford to just take damage from Chrome Steeds. Plus this stupid life-staffed Sky Hunter has been going to town on me since turn 3. Like, check out this race. His turn 2 versus my turn 2. I'm at 11, he's at 17. Like, it's not going well. So this happens. I decide to return both of the cards that cost double white. So he has to either draw planes or choose one of them and play something else, maybe. So I draw the Mirror Welder, and that doesn't do much right now. But it's something to think of. I guess that's the story of the Mirror Welder's life, really. People draw him, and he doesn't do much. But when he does do something, boy, it's pretty mediocre. Might as well keep pressing with that Thrumming Bird, that's what he's there for. Look at the team. I don't know why I'm so willing to trade a Memnite and a Thrumming Bird for a Perilous Mirror. I don't know why that's such the thing I want. He doesn't really want to trade his Perilous Mirror. 2 for 1, he's like not good enough. I don't know what kind of other value he can get out of that Perilous Mirror. Maybe because the life staff isn't equipped to it? I don't know. I mean, knowing that he is the Leonin Relic Warder, I should really be playing the Moriok Reaver. But, you know, I'm not perfect. He doesn't draw that plane, so he's playing them one at a time. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Should have seen that one coming. I guess maybe if I wanted him to take the Welder over the Flare Husk for some reason, because this race is so awesome, I'm so happy to be racing with him. He's at double my life. Yep. See, what I really don't get. Oh, okay, he wants to equip it to the Relic Warder. He could have dealt an extra point of damage to me, if he really wanted to. It's super tempting for me to use that Corrupted Conscience right now. I should probably attack first, though. is what I'm thinking. It's what I do. I mean, there's a little bit of value in me taking that relic order, because if he kills the relic order, then I can get my guy back, my welder back, and plus force him to move the life staff again. I mean, that's not really a big deal, but it's something. The problem is that he also has another revoke existence and another lunar relic order, so I don't really want to play a corrupted conscience until he has like no cards in his hand, or until I really need to, because I mean, that's my bomb, that's my baby. I got no corrupted conscience, I got nothing. Volition reigns, that's it. Yep. Your army resolves. You know, I'll make this trade. I don't really want to take damage, and then getting that Perilous Mirror off the table is... I mean, I'm happy with that. I'd much rather finish my Reaver than throw that at my face. See, I could Tumble Magnet, or I could use the Conscience on the Flyer. I choose to use the Conscience on the Flyer because his army's getting kind of scary. And I get to push through an extra damage. Now, if I played the Tumble Magnet, I could put a counter on the Tumble Magnet. I mean, that would have been probably better. You know, knowing what he's going to be playing in a couple turns would have definitely been better. Or in this turn. Is this the turn he plays the Awesome Bomb? No. He's going to hold back on it for a second. Oh, he just want to use the mirror to play it. Boom! Like the best limited card he could possibly play. Okay. Whatevs. Now I guess I'm like playing Tumble Magnet to Fog. So bad. But like, what choice do I have, really? I got no choice. I'm dead next turn unless I draw something. See, if I was just a little bit better with my Corrupted Conscience. But like, how am I supposed to know he's got a fucking Ord Smelter Dragon? How am I supposed to know that? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. This game ain't over yet. Although his son Sphere Shikari and Life Staff kind of puts me in an awkward position post to Grasp. And I mean, I've seen the Seize the Initiative too. It would make sense that that's the only card left in his hand, since there was never a time where he could play a really awesome Seize the Initiative. So I'll leave both my guys untapped because I'm still unsure. I'd rather be blocking with the Throwing Bird and playing Grasp of Darkness, but I'm not risking it if he has at least a card in his hand. I'd much rather just block with the Sky Hunter and Grasp him, just to be on the safe side. You know, I think about it though. Like, that's immediately what I want to do, is get rid of the guy who is less good. But then I remember the seize the initiative. He'd probably play the seize the initiative here if he had it, so to avoid the negative counters. And if he did that, then I wouldn't play Grasp of Darkness, obviously. I would just wait and then use the Grasp of Darkness with the Thronebird. I'm pretty sure he's not playing two Seize the Initiatives. Like, why would he possibly be doing that? And then I kind of jumped the gun on the Grasp. I could have saved it and just played the Grasp at any moment, since those negative counters are permanent. And then he just plays the Divine Offering anyway. Doesn't even matter. This deck is crazy. And now there's this threat that I'm probably going to die to anyway. I just decided to go down to 4 because I don't really want to throw my guys in front of the bus just yet. Drawing bombs, whatever. I mean, I can't really complain. I drew the Grasp of Darkness when I needed it, so you can't get lucky all the time. I clicked the Necrotic Ooze just because it saves me from going through all the graveyard stuff, and I can just see what the Necrotic Ooze does. And it only does the Horde Smelter Dragon thing right now, which would be good if I had a Mirror Welder. I could remove, and the Iron Mirror was in the graveyard, I could remove it, generate the red mana with that, and then I'd be able to use the Necrotic Ooze's ability. I just throw the Throwing Bird in front of the bus. There's no reason to double block. It doesn't do anything for me. Morbid Plunder, I'm like, yeah, Morbid Plunder, and then I look at my graveyard and I'm like, oh, it's just a bunch of garbage. I don't want to play any of these again. Only a Mirror Welder was in here. If only he divine offering that Mirror Welder. Instead, I'm left with Trinket Mage with no target and a Moriok Creeper. Okay. Not the best choice. I mean, I do what I can with what I have. I play a Trinket Mage first because what I want to be able to do is double block the Sunspear Shikari, right, and kill it. I don't care if I'm losing my Necrotic Ooze at this point. That Sunspear Shikari is going to town on me. I check to see if I have any other targets I'm forgetting about. What would you do if you were him? He's probably holding the Seize the Initiative, is what I think. If he's holding the Seize the Initiative, I think about this a lot for a long time, actually. But I mean, can you blame me, really? What do you do here? Like, I could block, the best, most awesome thing that I could do if he has no tricks, then it would be to go to 1, block the Iron Mirror with the Trinket Mage, and the Leonin Relic Order with the Necrotic Ooze. But he has a Seize the Initiative in his hand. He's had it in his hand the whole game, I know that. So, if I do that, I die. My other option is to double block the Sunsphere Shikari and take 3, but if I do that, I die to the Seize the Initiative as well. So, at this point, the only thing I can hope for is not dying. So I split the Trinket Mage over to the Shikari and the Necrotic Ooze over to the Leonin Relic Order, and I take 1 damage. He can't kill me that way, and I lose the Trinket Mage, and I probably lose the Necrotic Ooze if he plays the Seize the Initiative on the Leonin Relic Order. But, whatever, I don't die that way. And if he doesn't have the Seize the Initiative, I get my Mirror Welder back, and I'm able to block his Sunsphere Shikari for turns in the future. And I mean, that's the best I could hope for, really. And that's how it plays out. he doesn't actually have the seize the initiative, or he chooses not to play it. It might be a possibility. He might be saving it to kill me, because he just has another Leonin relic order in his hand. Because I have one card in my hand, he probably thinks it's a land. If I was in his position, I would assume that the opponent's holding a land or something. There's the land he thought I was holding, and then he thinks I top deck that. Well, no. He should know I have the Memorial Griever because I played the Morbid Plunder. What am I talking about? Choose not to attack for obvious reasons. Attacks here, so it's the double block I've been waiting for. I mean, normally I should be putting the Morbid Griever there first, just in case he forgets to change the order. Because I'd much rather the Reaver die than the Crotacus. And he gains some more life. I mean, when you're in this position, though, you can't think about how much life your opponent has. You just gotta survive, stabilize, and regain board control, and then start thinking about your opponent's life total. Unless, of course, they're at like 1 or something, then you just win, but it's not the case. Okay, so this needs to be a good card. It's not the worst. See, he's taking a lot of time. I took a little bit of time thinking about that block, but that was kind of an important block. He's taking time waiting for my Neurok Commando to resolve. Like, what has he got? What do you got? You know, nothing. Just let it resolve, and then let's play. You know, I don't know what I would do if I was in his position. Probably just attack with that. I might also attack with the Iron Mirror and force me to trade my Neurok Commando for an Iron Mirror or take a damage. I mean, he really could just move that Life Staff over to the Iron Mirror and attack me with both. I think that would probably have been the better play. Because now I wouldn't have a Neurok Commando and he would just have the Relic Order. Turns out that I draw that Spread the Sickness because I'm a dirt bag. I attack. I force him to lose all of his creatures. It's just easier for me if he's got nothing in play. I mean, that's ultimately the way I feel. And I know that I'm out of removal spells at this point. Except for a Volition Reigns. And I definitely don't want to Volition Reigns that Iron Mirror. So I know that Neurok Commando's never getting through. Yeah, so this is interesting. There's like a million cards in the graveyard. I now have a Mirror Welder and a Cryptoplasm. So, like, if I was a better player, I could probably go infinite and mill him right now or something stupid, but I'm a terrible player, and I didn't really know what to do in this situation. Ultimately, what I'm planning on doing is imprinting the Mimic Vat on the Mirror Welder, and then using the Mirror Welder to exile something else, like his Chrome Steed, and then put tokens of the Chrome Steed using the Mimic Vat's activated ability. I'm choosing to copy that Mirror Welder Really, the only reason really is for the toughness. I'm also going to take that Iron Mirror so that I can generate red mana. Um, Again, I don't really remember what's in my deck, so if I have anything that can get that Necrotic Ooze back, then I can start smashing artifacts with the Horde Smelter Dragon's ability. I choose not to attack here because of my plan with the Chrome Steed. As it turns out, that doesn't work. That's not how it works, because the Mimic Vat reads that you can only put a copy of the card into play if it's exiled in this way, and which is referring to a card being exiled when it was supposed to go to the graveyard. But you see that option of putting a token into play is still available to me, because it's still an activated ability. But what happens, What happens? It's another land, might as well play it, I guess. The reason why I played is because I feel like I'm going to be getting into a world of activated abilities soon, and I don't know how much mana I'm going to need. So it's a Zen step. Now here comes my big move. I choose to put a copy of that creature into play. Here comes my Chrome Steed. Boom, what the Mimic Vat? Why did that show up? How did I just make a copy of a Mimic Vat? Alright, we'll try this with the copy of the Mimic Vat then. See what happens now. Alright, nothing, because there's nothing imprinted on my Mimic Vat token. Why did it make a Mimic Vat token? Volition Reigns? What's going on? How do I play this? What am I doing? The reason why I'm not attacking with both guys here, I mean, it makes sense that I should probably be swinging with both dudes, because I got a long road ahead of me. The reason why I'm not is because I'm afraid that he's got 4 cards in hand. He can play like Artifact, another one of the 6/6 haste guy, if he has Metalcraft. Like, there's a bunch of things I'm worried about. Like, why risk it, I try this again because I still don't understand what's happening. And once again, it does make another copy of a Mimic Vat. Just like, whatever. Some more land. They gotta show up eventually. I only have 10 cards left in my library, and I'm at 3 life. He's at 38 with 14 cards. Alright, start the beat down. I mean, but look at his time though, he's got 3 minutes. That's probably what's going to be ending this, right? He must be pretty annoyed too. His deck is sick! Double Leonin Relic Order, double Revoke Existence, Divine Offering, Horde Smelter Dragon, Arrest. Like, he arrests that one because he's like, I don't know what he's doing with these Mimic Vat tokens, but it can't be good. I don't know why he arrested that one instead of the Cryptoplasm. Cryptoplasm could be anything. Like maybe another Dross Ripper. I should be using all blue mana for that, right? Like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. I only have so much mana anyway. $36. Got him on the ropes. Quarter Paladin. See, now he's actually a little bit worried about dying to damage. I don't know if he's paying any attention to his time or not. Gotta play out your hand eventually, man. You can't have that many cards in hand that do nothing. I play the Ratchet Bomb because I might as well. It doesn't hurt to play it. And I once again leave a guy back because I'm scared. I'm taking a chance here because if he has a removal spell, I just lose, right? Oh, but I decide that I'm going to use the Volition Reins this turn too. I'm not taking any chances. But if that was the case, I probably should have attacked with both of them. I mean, well, not really, because he could have like an end of turn removal spell for the guy, and then maybe another revoke existence or something if he's got 3. And then he'd get his guy back, and I don't know, I guess I still live that turn if he does that, but I'm just being cautious, alright? I'm at 3 life. He's at 32. I'm not going to win this by damage anyway. You know, some would say, why even attack at all? Well, because, you know what? I have 8 cards left in my deck. I've seen games play out faster. If he just presses F6 every turn, you know, like, the game could end. So I might as well give myself a little bit of leeway in terms of damage if the game has to end that way. It's just to be cautious, though. It's just important to be cautious. This is probably a mistake, what I do here. I make the Cryptoplasm a quarter paladin for some reason. I guess I'm thinking that this guy can't block, this Iron Mirror can't block anyway, so I can just get through with the double a quarter paladin and a Jaws Ripper, and I'm like, wait a second, I don't want to attack with everything. Check out that Iron Mirror that's been imprinted on my quarter paladin. Weird, right? Yeah, pretty weird. I take this back because I think it's better to attack with the quarter paladin that I Volition Reins rather than the quarter paladin that I have, because enchantment and enchantment removal only hits that one that's tapped now, and he can't kill the one that I have with enchantment removal. You see, I also have my Ratchet Bomb set at 1, so if he has a removal spell for my quarter paladin, I can Ratchet Bomb for 1, killing the equipment on his Iron Mirror, and then the Iron Mirror only deals 1 damage to me. Or 2 if he's got that Seize the Initiative, which I don't know if he has anymore. Glenhawk Idol. 27 seconds left. Yeah, now I'm pretty sure things are gonna end via time. Narrowly made it through this one. Although I'm pretty confident that if this went to damage, I could do it. I mean, I throw another counter on that Ratchet Bomb, and I can pop the Glenhawk Idol and the Iron Mirror, right? And I get through with my Dross Ripper consistently. And who knows what happens after that. Yep, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, what? 10, 9, 10, what? It's crazy, this Moto timer. It's nuts. It's not like I have a lot of time either, though. I'm at 1 minute and 50 seconds. I know how that must feel. You know, if he didn't spend so much time eating that sandwich earlier on in the beginning of this game, then he might have been okay. And that's the game. Alright, I'm going to the finals. I'll walk you through that. Thanks.